Hey, what's going on, everybody? So this is the third video in the OpenVPN tutorial series. This one is actually kind of going to be a choice. You can either watch this one, which is going to be setting up static routing for the OpenVPN connection, or you can watch video 4, which is going to be OSPF. Personally, I prefer to use OSPF because it's a lot less headache for you if you plan on adding more VPNs in the future. I will explain why in this video because you'll see how static routing can get out of hand pretty fast. However, if you only plan to make one VPN connection, static routing, there's nothing wrong with it. Once you put it in there, it's good. You don't got to worry about it. I mean, you don't got to worry about OSPF either, but you'll see the difference. So what we're doing here is we're going to add routes to both of our routers so that they know how to access these local networks. Because right now, your routers only know about the network here on this virtual tunnel that we just created with OpenVPN. So that's that 10.0.0.0 network we set up, and its public interface, and its local, it's a local network. There we go. So on your home router, it only knows about these three networks. So if you type in this 192.168.0.0 network, it's not going to know what to do with it because that is not a directly connected network to that router. So it's going to end up sending it up to the internet where it's going to get blocked because it's a private IP address. So what we need to do is put in a route that says, hey, for anything typed in for this network, you need to send it over this link so that it hits the friend router who actually knows about that network. So this is how we do that. So logging into our home router here, going to enter configure mode, and we're going to do a set protocols static interface route, and we're going to put in the IP address for where we would like to go. So our friends network 192.168.0.0, and that's a /24. Like I said, if you don't know about subnetting, that might not make sense to you, but hopefully you do. And we're going to set the next hop interface as our virtual tunnel 0 that we created in our OpenVPN configuration. So what this is doing is it's saying to send anything destined for this 192.168.0 network just out the virtual tunnel interface. And if we exit out of that, we need to do a commit and a save. We can exit out of that and we can SSH into our friend's router now. And I mistyped that the first time. So enter configure mode on your friend's router, do a set protocols static interface route, the IP address of the network that you want to get to. So from your friend's house, that's going to be 1.0/24, and set the next hop interface to virtual tunnel 0. Do a commit and do a save. And if we exit out of our friend's router, now we should be able to ping 192.168.0.1, which is our friend's router. So there you have traffic going over the VPN and hitting your friend's own home network. So pinging, you can do this straight from a PC as well. So even though we're doing this from the router, anything on this 192.168.1.0 network, anything in your house can directly ping anything over in their house at this point. And if you remember me saying in the first video how both of these networks need to be different, this is the reason why. Because if you have both networks as 192.168.0.0, your router's just going to get confused because you have the same IPs in two different places, and now you have a connection between them, and that'll cause an issue. I think technically you could NAT between them, but honestly that's stupid. You might as well just change their entire addressing scheme. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, well, that was really easy. That was just 2 lines on both routers. Why would I need to worry about OSPF? Well, let me kind of just draw something out here. Say you have a third friend that you add later. Now he has his network back here. You need to add a static route on every other router to point towards his OpenVPN interface. And likewise on his, you're going to be entering more than one static route to get to all your other friends. And say you add a fourth one, then now you're putting in a static route on his router for this network, and this network, and also vice versa. And you have to update the static routes on every router you add to this OpenVPN mesh, if that's what you're doing. And it can kind of get out of hand when you have multiples. I personally have 5 OpenVPN tunnels, and there's no way I'm going to put in 5 to 6 static routes on every router every time I want to add one, which is why I use OSPF, which is a dynamic routing protocol, and it takes care of these routing tables for you. So if you want to know how to set that up, check out the 4th video, but thanks for watching this one. Hopefully it made sense.